Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
I don't think that we will be going through this door.
This is not the best way to sneak in.
It's not exactly hidden in this little area.
The window is firmly shut.
Okay, this one isn't too bad. Although for the top notches, it looks like the keys that we need. 1. And 2.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson. I can hide here.
Oh, okay, we can move things around. Oh, wow. There we go.
Lord Marsh is a keen hunter. Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Oh dear, I guess we should hide. Okay, what was that about? He didn't seem to notice the 2 books are thrown on the floor, although they're not actually on the floor right now, or on the desk itself. And he didn't notice the painting had been moved. Now this safecracker puzzle is slightly different. We now have this stethoscope. And it's not too bad once you work out the mechanic. What we need to do is move this around. You may notice when it goes over a certain number, the wave increases. So here we need to select 10. And the last one, 14.
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
Okay, time to make a deduction. Right, it's time to leave.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Oi, Watson, you're in my seat.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope.
That was a pain in the arse to actually find, as it's faded blood with a blurry lens.
Let us apply chemicals to color the sample. This chemical should be applied third.
I forgot to get the descriptions of these two.
Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope.
Oh, hello.
A mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
This is so romantic.
Oh, I was trying to see if I could read it, but never mind. We need to look up this oak tree. Grunston's oak, sorry.
Here it is. Grunston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
Now, if you haven't connected the dots yet, you may remember the opening video of someone taking a shot at Holmes in a forest.
Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map.
And we're trying to find a specific area in Epping Forest. And this lord and his friends are avid hunters. So what we need to do here is match this up. This mechanic was in the previous game. So we need to find a specific place on the map. And the biggest clue would be this symbol just here, which looks like a lake with a couple of islets in the middle. And the specific area we need is here.
Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
I don't think it matters which choice we make.
Kate, Wiggins is not the sort of boy you should be socializing with.
So he's perfect then.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
I am going to make a separate video, as with the last game you can actually make different conclusions to each case. And there's going to be a couple of scenes where I'm going to show off some alternate choices.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Go to Epping Forest. I probably won't be talking much for a lot of the next segment, as I need to concentrate. And I'll let you decide for yourselves on this next segment.
Let's see how long you can stay alive!
As you can see here, we have been thrown into an action sequence with no instructions. And if the red hunter at the top closes in, we die. And if we get shot too much, we die. Thankfully, Sherlock has a high constitution, so he can recover from gunshots. But if we get shot too much in a short succession, we die. And yes, there are traps hidden around the forest. So as you can see here, we need to run from cover to cover.
Here you are!
And we also need to make several choices throughout, as if we choose the wrong direction, we die. We can avoid the bullets if we keep moving, but that's not always the case, as you just see. So the trick here is just to go from cover to cover.
Where is he?
And let your stamina build up again, and then move off again. This is somewhat forgiving, but unless you know what you're doing, it's very easy just to die. And this is me not paying attention.
Is that your blood in the snow?
Yeah, I'm really not doing very well at this. What was going on there? Yeah, it doesn't help that this part of the game is also very janky.
Where is he?
This man was killed recently. The body is still warm. He was poor.
Find him, boys! Find him!
Yet the chase is not over yet. Yep, the clipping is not great.
I saw something there. I like to call this the Swamp of Despair!
Yet now we're hampered as we can't move very fast, and if we make the wrong move, we die. So we just follow these pathways across this swamp. Thankfully there's lots of cover, but we move at a snail's pace. And it doesn't really give you an indication of which way you need to go as well.
Where is he?
Oh, no, go back. Okay, we're almost at the end. Well, I say almost.
Don't worry, no one's going to find your body.
Great.
Where is he? You scampering little rat!
That was probably not the best route to take, but we are almost out of this. Well.
I'm following your tracks!
Yes, we know.
You won't get far!
My God, it's Lord Harrington's body. He was killed by a shot to the forehead. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
It looks like the hunters are becoming the hunted. Yet we are out of the hunting section now, thankfully. That was not my favourite part of the game.
The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin. This will help to dress my wound. Someone's coming, I better hide.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging, you festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
I'm pretty sure we've worked out what's happened, but we still have to make another deduction. I'm pretty sure that Lord Harrington was shot by George. No, I don't think this is the case. It's definitely the Lords doing the hunting. No, I doubt this is the case as well. It's definitely revenge. And this is the final deduction. There are others that we can make, but this is the correct one. So in the previous game, I went down the absolution route. I think in this game, I'm going to use my own judgment more. Probably lean on the condemnation. But Lord Marsh is a dick, so he deserves to be condemned.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad! You're both mad!
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
I really hope that this is a wounding shot.
I understand your view, Mr. Hurst. I really do, but I couldn't allow you to continue.